Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good day to you, anywhere you may be joining us from all over the world. This is TOSJOHN Consulting, your strategic business growth support partner. So we are here today again, just like our usual practice. We have been showing up on this YouTube channel. That is why you need to subscribe to this YouTube channel, like all our videos, and share with other business owners, entrepreneurs, and as you all know that this channel is dedicated to all business owners, all entrepreneurs, professionals in Nigeria, in Africa, in Asia, in America, in Australia, in Asia, any part of the world that you may belong to. So this channel is dedicated to you. So please ensure you subscribe to this YouTube channel anytime you come across our videos. We appreciate you. Thank you for your support. Thank you for always coming up to join us in our live streaming and watching all our videos. And our videos is not just for head knowledge, it's for action. It's for you to take action. It's for you to act on all our practical, knowledge that we are dishing out to you on this channel. So we don't want your business to fold up, and we don't want you to be embarrassed with the regulatory authority. That's why we are always supporting you on this channel. So please ensure you subscribe to this YouTube channel, like all our videos, and share with other business owners. So as you know that this is the month of March, and of course this is a live streaming. Today is 19th of March 2026, and March is the last month of the first quarter of the year. This is the month that so many filings, returns needs to be done, and if you don't do it, it could cause disruption for your business. It could cause disruption for your engagement, for your operation, and you don't want that to happen. So today's live streaming, you can see it, mandatory filing of annual income tax returns for 2025 year of assessment. It is mandatory, it is compulsory. This is not optional at all. And the State Internal Revenue Service have been sending emails, they have been sending message to taxpayers. If you are a registered taxpayer, they have been sending emails, message that this annual return filing is compulsory. It's not optional, it is compulsory. You must file it. If you don't file it, the penalty is now heavy in this new tax law that we are currently operating, that we are currently using. So you need to file. People have been reaching out to us, individual taxpayer, they have been reaching out to us to help them to file their annual income tax return, and it is mandatory. So this is one of the message from the State Internal Revenue Service. Of course, as an individual taxpayer, the state where you are resident is where you need to fulfill your annual return tax obligations. It is the state that you are resident. Yes, your employers might have filed your annual return. You as a taxpayer, you have the obligation, you are under obligation to file your annual return filing by yourself. And if you cannot handle it by yourself, that's why we are here to help you to handle it with our professional expertise. You can reach out to us. So this is one of the message that the State Internal Revenue Service have been sending to taxpayer, and they are published through on their website. So the State Internal Revenue Service are reminding all taxable person residents in their various states to fulfill their tax obligation and file their annual income tax returns and pay taxes for the relevant year of assessment. So Nigeria operates preceding year basis for tax filing. What do we mean by that? The tax obligations for 2025 will be fulfilled in year 2026. So and March this very month we are now is the last month for that fulfilling of tax filing obligation to be done. So please, if you are watching us now, please give us a thumbs up, subscribe to our YouTube channel. So they are sending these emails, this message, and they have published it on their website that taxpayers, individual taxpayers, should fulfill their tax filing obligation. The one for organization have already ended. So if any organization have not filed their annual tax returns, it is already late and there is penalty. And we'll be showing you the penalties. We'll be telling you the penalties so that you will know the gravity of the penalty and why you need to quickly take action to file your tax returns. Is the individual annual tax return actually, as a taxpayer, you have obligation to file your annual tax returns, and it is compulsory, it is mandatory. This is based on the constitution and it is based on the Nigerian tax law as well. I will be showing you. Please make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel and give us a thumbs up on this video and share it with other business owners. So for the 2025 tax obligations, it will be assessed in this year 2026, and before 31st of March you must fulfill that obligation. So if you cannot do it by yourself, we are here to help you to file these annual tax returns. So this duty is granted in section 24 subsection F of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria as amended. So you can see that this annual tax return filing, it is based on the Constitution, it is based on the law, right? And it is reinforced by section 13 of the Nigerian Tax Administrative Act, NTAA 2025, which mandates all taxable persons, whether or not liable to tax, to file annual returns. Whether you are liable to pay tax or you are not, you are meant to still file your annual returns. You know, on this channel, we have been bringing you a lot of video about tax, about CAC, about accounting, about business strategy. But on this tax aspect, we've said over and over again that even if you are not paying tax, you must still file. That filing is like you are presenting your statement, your information, that this is what I earn. If you don't earn it, it will show that you are not earning. Then you file nil. So it's not necessarily that you must pay it if you don't earn. So that filing is your obligation, presenting that this is what I have. Whether you will now pay or you will not pay will be determined by what you are filing. So if your employer have filed their annual returns for you in the paid employment, you yourself also have obligation to file by yourself. This is to determine whether what your employer have filed is correct or is not correct. And of course, when you also earn other income, and whatever tax that is due, you must pay on it as well. So this is based on the Constitution in section 24 subsection F of the Nigerian Constitution of 1999, and it is reinforced in section 13 of the Nigerian Tax Administrative Act. So filing is compulsory. You must file your annual returns. So you can reach out to us before 31st of this March deadline so that you can file and fulfill your obligations. So please reach out to us. That is why we are bringing you this video, to keep you informed. So what are the penalties for this non-filing? So filing is mandatory regardless of tax liability. So failure to comply shall attract penalties of 100,000 naira in the first month, in the first instance of not filing, and 50,000 for every subsequent month of default, in addition to other enforcement actions under the Nigerian Tax Administrative Act 2025. It is a whole lot, right? If you are not filing your tax obligation, it is a whole lot. The penalty is now heavier, so you need to fulfill this obligation. So you can reach out to us to help you file this annual income tax returns for 2025. So as we move on in this live streaming, you know this is TOSJOHN Consulting. So if you think that filing your annual income tax return in Nigeria is optional, this might be the mistake that costs you penalties, and it will cost you penalties, audit, or even prosecution, because under the Nigerian tax laws, filing your annual returns is a legal obligation and it is not a choice. Just like we have told you, this is based on the constitution and on the Nigerian tax law. So it is an obligation but not choice. And in 2025, enforcement is getting stricter. In this 2026, the enforcement is now stricter, the penalty is now heavier. So welcome to TOSJOHN Consulting, your trusted expert in tax, in compliance, in financial advisory, in CAC, in Nigeria, and of course any part of business environment that you are operating. We are your strategic business growth support partner. That is why you need to reach out to us on all your tax obligations, your CAC, your strategic business growth, your accounting, and everything that revolve around your business, so that we can partner with you for growth. So on this channel, as you all know, if you have been following us, we simplify complex tax laws so you stay compliant and profitable. So don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel, like our video, and share this video as well. So in section number 1 on this live streaming about your income tax returns, legal basis for tax filing. What are the legal basis? We have already given you the legal basis, that this is based on the Constitution section 24 subsection F, and it is based on the Nigerian Tax Administrative Act in section 13, and it is mandatory under the law. So every taxable person must file a return of income annually. It is annually. This implies whether or not you are payable. The law makes it clear that any income automatically creates a filing obligation, and if you don't earn as well, if you are registered for tax, you must also fulfill this filing obligation. So the Nigerian Tax Administrative Act 2025 further strengthen this by standardizing tax administration procedure, increasing enforcement mechanism, and expanding penalties for non-compliance. So you need to take note of this. So in section number 2, what is year of assessment? We've talked about year of assessment. The year of assessment simply refers to the year the tax authority assesses your income. The year of assessment simply refers to the year the tax authority assesses your income. For income earned in 2025, right, will be filed in this year 2026, which is called year of assessment, right? So understanding this crucial information, so you don't file the wrong year or miss the deadline. When you understand this, it is very crucial for you to not file wrongly and to file before the deadline. So in section number 3, who is required to file? Who is required to file? So according to the Nigerian tax law, you must file if you are an employee under payee. If you are an employee in an organization, you must file by yourself. A self-employed individual must file. A business owner or sole proprietor or partner must file. A freelancer or digital entrepreneur must file. A property owner earning rent must file. A consultant or professional must file. So this is an important clarification. So even if payee is deducted, filing may still be required under the law. So if payee have been deducted from your salary from January to December, that is the obligation of the company you are working for. You yourself have the obligation to file your annual income tax return. So in section number 4, statutory deadline. What is the statutory deadline for this annual income tax return? So the law specify a strict deadline, and it is this 31st of March every year, which is called 90 days after the accounting year end. The normal accounting year end is January to December, and the law permits you to file on or before 90 days after the accounting year end, which is this March, 31st of March 2026, for income tax filing of 2025. So you file it this year, 2026, and the deadline is this 31st of March 2026. So failure to meet this deadline triggers automatic consequences under the law. There's heavy penalty if you don't file before this deadline and the deadline is over. You will be fined with 100k penalty, 100,000, and the subsequent month of not filing is 50,000. It's a whole lot. So you can reach out to us to help you do the filing. So in section 5, penalty under the law, we've already told you the penalty. So under the Nigerian Tax Administrative Act, the penalty is there. We have said it. Failure to file can result in monetary penalties, which we have said, additional daily or monthly fine, interest on unpaid taxes, tax audit and investigation, and possible prosecution for tax evasion. So the 2025 tax reforms emphasizes stricter enforcement and compliance monitoring. So you must take note of that. So in section 6, what your tax return must contain. What your tax return must contain. So legally, your tax return should include your total income from all sources, paid employment and your personal earnings. Total income from all sources, reliefs and allowable deductions, taxes already paid like the payee or other taxes that you have paid, supporting documents and declaration. Then providing false or incomplete information is also an offence under the law. If you provide false information or document, it is an offence under the law, and there will be a penalty for that. So in section 7, common mistakes to avoid. So here are the common mistakes that can trigger penalties. Assuming payee means no filing obligation. You are assuming. This is a costly assumption that payee means no filing obligation. Missing the 31st deadline, under-reporting income, poor record keeping, ignoring tax notices. These are exactly the issues that tax authorities are targeting in this year 2025 of the filing, which is done in this year 2026. So please reach out to us for you to do the filing correctly. So in section 8, how can TOSJOHN help you in staying compliant? So this is where we come in. At TOSJOHN Consulting, we help you to interpret the Nigerian tax law correctly. You get a clear understanding on it. We help you to prepare accurate and compliant tax returns. Accurate and compliant tax return. We help you to file before the deadlines. We help you to minimize your tax liability legally. We help you to defend you during audits if necessary. So we don't just file your taxes, we protect your business and your reputation. We protect your business and your reputation. That is what we do. So this is the action plan for you. The deadline is approaching fast. This is 19. We barely have just 10, 11 days to go before the deadline. So don't risk these penalties. Don't guess the law. Let professional like TOSJOHN do your tax filing properly for you. So please contact us. We have our contact line on this YouTube channel. Send us a WhatsApp message, or you can call us to help you do this filing correctly before the deadline. So if this video has helped you in understanding your legal obligation, please make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Make sure you like this video. Make sure you share it with other taxpayers, business owners, entrepreneurs, and professionals. So please take action on this video. Reach out to us and we will help you stay compliant. So until we come your way in another live streaming, stay compliant and stay ahead. Thank you for joining us in this live streaming. We appreciate it. We'll see you in another live streaming session. Thank you and bye for now.